How's it going, Rogues Gallery, and welcome to another Grand Archive video here on Red Zone Rogue. Today, we're going to be opening up, well, you guessed it, we have this Grand Archive Lunar Blessings Arasana box. This is one that I had, well, recently purchased, and, you know, before we actually open this up, I kind of want to talk about a little bit of the stuff going on with this. There was some purchasing woes for this product. Hey, purchasing difficulties for a limited trading card game product in the year 2026? Who could have guessed? So yeah, this was really hard to get because, well, the core TCG site just simply couldn't handle the absolute demand of, well, the Grand Archive audience. It really feels like the Grand Archive player base and the Grand Archive trading card game is extremely underrated consistently across the board, even from some of their collaborators, you know, a store that specifically uniquely carried this product here in the United States. So yeah, I mean, like, I know that Core TCG acknowledged the issues. By the way, it was like just every issue you could basically think of, right? There was like weird shipping numbers for some people. It was fine for me, but for me, the site just wouldn't load and it wouldn't let me purchase anything. And I just sat there with the Tristan, which is the one that I really wanted, and this Arasana kit, both in my cart, and it just wouldn't let me purchase it. It was just grayed out. And I just sat there for like well over an hour, trying to get the Tristan one, well, and this one too, until, well, the Tristan one was out of stock. Luckily, I was still able to purchase the Arasana one, but man, it was an extremely frustrating experience, especially for someone like me who's been a huge supporter of Grand Archive ever since the start. And, you know, when I can, I like to support them and I like to purchase like this cool stuff. But turns out a lot of other people did, and, well, Core TCG just wasn't prepared for that. Like I mentioned, they already did like a statement talking about it and apologizing. So hopefully they've learned from their lessons. I personally would love this kind of product to just be print to demand, but you know, lead developer of Grand Archive Silidar actually went into the Rogues Gallery community Discord, and he talked about why it wasn't and all that kind of stuff. Basically, they're a small company and they printed to what their capacity was in order to get this product out at a reasonable time. I think he said it was something like, if they wanted it to do more, it would have been like 6 to 8 additional months or something like that. So I don't know. I understand how it is, especially for a smaller trading card game company. You got to keep in mind, man, Grand Archive is a tiny TCG, you know, independent publisher and developer that's only been around for a couple of years. They're not Bandai. They're not even Bushiroad. So I don't think you can hold them to quite that level of expectations. You can hold the standards high, because I personally hold the standards very, very high. But at the end of the day, if they're at max capacity, they're at max capacity. So I don't know. And once again, I personally would have loved to see these like print to demand so everyone can get their copies. But I understand the logistic concerns and problems for a small game like Grand Archive. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that before we started opening this up. I was going to do that in a separate video, but yo, this arrived literally today. So let's go ahead, go into the top down, open this up, see if I get what I get. I know there's like some promo cards, some other stuff in here, and I really like Arasana, so yeah, let's do it. All right, so here we have the Lunar Blessings Arasana merchandise set. Now, before we dive into this, a quick little story. I actually recorded this once already, and I forgot to clip my mic to my lapel. I use a lav mic, and well, it sounded like I was 100 miles away. So I'm gonna have to redo this. So it's already opened, essentially. I put it all back so I could show you, but hey, it's already open. I don't have 2 of these, but I figured it'd still be, you know, worthwhile for you to see what's inside. And it's not like there's booster packs or anything like that. So let's just open this up and check it out. It's really, really nice. If you wanted my TLDR, I think this is a really, really nice, beautiful product. And I hope they do something like this again in the future, hopefully at a higher capacity. So here's the set. It's actually fairly heavy. It's really, really nice. As you can see, we have like gold embossed Grand Archive logo here, as well as on the top. We're going to take off the slip cover in just a second, but I kind of want to give you an idea of what it looks like at the very least. And it also has the contents inside, as well as a little thing that says, an auspicious character collection to celebrate the new year. Happy New Year, everyone! Join in the festivities and revel in good fortune as the champions all partake in a prosperous reprieve. 2026 Weaves of the Shore LLC. So, yes, I already know what our randomized foil card is. We got a good one. And then the non-foil promotional cards are all Arisana. So, let's go ahead and take the slip cover off, which is really nice, by the way. Like I said, the slip cover itself is really, really nice. The box is even nicer. So it's kind of got this faux leather, I don't know, make. It's made of like this faux leather. It is a magnetic box. And the box itself, as we can see here, it's got a cute little, kind of like a chibi Arisana on the side. And the same on the other side. Oof, the back just says Grand Archive. I need to make sure I didn't knock the camera off, knock the tripod off too much. I've already had enough production woes for this video. But yes, it's extremely nice. I think you really have to factor in just how good this box is when you factor in the price as well. This was like, what, $170, $180 with shipping. It was like a little bit, it was around $200, which is spendy, but you get a lot of nice stuff, and I think it actually ended up being pretty worth it. So let's go ahead and open this up. As you can see, we have the stuff on the inside. I put it all back, and then we have a really, really nice interior that has all of like this festive stuff, like these lanterns and fireworks. It's kind of got like this almost like a felt texture to it, but it is extremely nice. And then we have all the stuff that comes inside. So let's kind of go over all of this stuff individually. We have these super cute Arisana stickers. I'm gonna put this on. I'm gonna put this on my laptop, my extremely expensive editing laptop. It's an Asus Rogue Strix. We also get a beautiful, absolutely beautiful acrylic standee. Here's the other. These just came in like a plastic wrap. But yeah, it's really nice. I like how the art on this is different than the art on everything else. So very nice. It does fit right into here decently well. I'm not huge into the acrylic standees, but I do own a couple of them just because they come with a lot of this, or a few of the scale models, or the scale figures, I should say, that I collect. Specifically, the Azure Lane Race Queen figures, the ones that I ordered, came with standees. So yeah, this is nice. It's actually quite big for a standee. So this will go in our background display. It's really cute. I like it. Obviously, I mean, I like Arisana. Second best waifu, second best girl in Grand Archive after Tristan. We also get this Arisana deck box. Absolutely lovely. We have the little chibi Arisana on the back, or on the sides. Yeah, these are really nice. This is kind of like your, a little bit more of a slicker faux leather. It does have a magnetic closure as well. And on the inside, same kind of pattern as the box here. It's just red. So lanterns, fireworks, and just a nice little deck box. I'll be putting my Arisana deck in this. I have a Wind Ari deck. So yeah, that's really, really nice. And to talk about like value, these deck boxes are usually just, if you go to a Grand Archive event, about $40. And then we also have a playmat that's also usually about like 40-ish bucks, plus the cards, plus we have a wall scroll, we have the acrylic standee, and the box itself. So I think the value is here, and it's kind of something that you get if you want to collect Grand Archive stuff, or if you want to support Grand Archive, which is exactly why I picked it up. Also, as some of my favorite characters. Here's the Arisana keychain. It's a really, really nice quality keychain. Same art as the little chibi art. We do have the wall scroll. So these are the little, I don't know what you call these, the tubes for the wall scroll. And then we have the actual wall scroll itself with a cat on it. This art is the same as this one, except it's, you know, bigger. So you can't see the cat here. You can just see the cat tail, but you got the full cat here. We'll show this off in just a moment. And then we have the playmat with a really, really nice playmat tube. I don't know what you would value this thing at, but whew, this is extremely nice. I will be using this for sure when I'm traveling to Grand Archive events. Next one coming up for me is, or at least the next Ascent coming up for me is Ascent LA, which I'm really, really looking forward to. Hope to see a lot of you out there. But yeah, extremely nice. This will be really good in my backpack, so, you know, the playmat's not all like getting banged around, especially if you have a nice playmat. So yeah, let's go ahead and put some of the stuff back here. We'll take a look at the playmat, the cards, and the I was gonna call that a tapestry, and the well, yeah, it is a tapestry. So yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and gently remove that. Be careful with this. If you are too rough, these could break. And also, I should note that this has a film on it. I haven't taken the film off yet. That's true for all acrylic standees. They usually have like a little plastic film over it to protect it. So it'll look even clearer after we get the film off. I'll do that in my own time, but it is extremely nice. Cool. So let's go ahead and tuck this away for now. I don't want to knock over anything on the table here. Oh, it is so nice. All right, so we'll set that aside. Let's check out the playmat. So, like I said, extremely nice tube holder thing. It's kind of got like a rubbery, I don't know, make. And then we have the playmat. So this playmat, I've heard, can be a special like cloth playmat. It's the kind of playmat that I got in my Creators Guild kit. Not the Frostworm Paladin one, but the other one that we got recently. And to be honest, I kind of just like the regular playmat style more. So I did not get the special like cloth playmat. I just got the regular one, which is nice. I'm actually, you know, like I said, I do really, really like this. It's beautiful. This playmat is the same playmat that everyone gets for all of the, or at least the art, for all of the different Lunar kits. So if you got Arisana or Tristan or Lorraine or Rye, you'd get this playmat. So if you got the Rye kit, you would still get this playmat, which is really nice because the playmat's beautiful. And then here we have my girl Tristan. How I log for the Tristan kit, but that's fine. That's fine. Arisana's good too. She's you know, she's up there as well. Let's go ahead and look at this, and then I'll showcase the cards that we got, because you get 4 promo cards of the champion, or at least themed around the champion that you chose, and then you get 1 of them at random that's a foil. The best one that you can get in terms of playability, in my opinion, is the Rye cards, because this is actually Vermilion Decree, which is like a really nice card that I use in a couple different fire decks. And then some of the other ones are, yeah, you know. So here is the Tapestry. We're just gonna kind of fold it out. It's too big to put on here all in the same shot, but we can kind of fold it out just a little bit. So here's the side, here's the cat, and then we have the full thing. As I mentioned, a little too big to get fully on the shot, but it is absolutely beautiful, and the quality is really, really nice. I actually have some tapestries that I got in Japan, mostly for Shadowverse and Grand Blue Fantasy stuff, mostly side game stuff, but this is very nice, really, really good quality. So they did a good job on this. I don't know if I have room for this in the studio. And a long story short, I actually have a lot of like Grand Archive and Arisana specific like posters and stuff up in the studio, because I have a signed print by Dragonart Triss of Arisana and Diana, and I also have another one by another signed like little tapestry thing by another dragon art, Tarotaro. I have a Tarotaro one as well. And then I also have the Mercurial Heart poster, which also has Arisana on it. That's the foil one. So yeah, I have a lot of Arisana stuff already, but this one's also very nice. I wanted more Tristan stuff, but anyway, I'm not gonna keep talking about the Tristan. So yeah, that's very nice. And then finally we have the cards, and yeah, I have them sleeved up already because, well, I thought the video didn't realize I messed it up. So we have the 4 promo cards that we were guaranteed to get in the Ari kit, and that is Escape the Wreckage. So you get 4 of the non-foil versions of your champion-themed card. This is actually a pretty sweet card. It's not used a ton these days, but I like the card, and I will probably use it in some of my Pantheon decks. So it's a pretty nice one. It lets you save one of your allies, and you get to draw a card. And then, you know, obviously you do this so you can save your ally and then play it again, so you get some advantage. So yeah, this one's a nice card. And then our random foil card that we got could be any of them. Unfortunately, it's not Tristan, but fortunately, it's the best one possible. We got the Vermilion Decree, the foil Vermilion Decree with Rye. This is like the one that we would have wanted. This is the most playable of them, in my opinion. But I mean, all the other ones are absolutely gorgeous. But I mean, we got the Vermilion Decree. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this one. I already have like 8, 9 copies of this. Well, not this specific art, but of Vermilion Decree. And I might trade or sell this and try to maybe try to get a Tristan one or something. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna zoom back out, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do yet. But this might be up for trade or sale. We'll see. I might post this in like Merlin's marketplace. But yeah, that's the kit. It's extremely nice. I hope they do this again. I hope when they do this again, they have a higher capacity for this kind of stuff, and you know, they don't I don't know how to put this, underestimate the fans' demand, because once again, this did sell out in about an hour. It took about maybe an hour and a half-ish to completely sell out, but once the website was working, things started moving pretty quickly. Lorraine and Tristan sold out like almost together, then Arisana, then Rye. And it was kind of a bummer to have the Tristan one sell out while it was still in my cart and I was trying to get the thing to work. So, in any case, I still think it's a really nice product. Glad that they did it. Hope they do it again. Hope it's more available for folks just in general, because, you know, in general, I'm a big advocate for consumer friendliness and all that kind of good stuff. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the Lunar Blessing set. Did you pick one up? Have you gotten yours yet? And what do you think of the quality? I think it's very, very nice to have stuff like this that it's just kind of a collector thing, or someone who wants to support the game, because nothing in this is, you know, mechanically unique. If you just want to play the game, you don't need any of this stuff at all. But if you want some nice shiny stuff with your favorite characters, well, here you go. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of all this stuff in the comment section down below, and we'll see you next time.